LeAnn, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, you didn't answer me, but that's a good way to start a show. Okay, LeAnn's being evasive. This is show 147 of Weathering. It's not Weathering the Weather. It's the Ed Cohen Variety Show. Today again we have LeAnn Lombardo, who was foolish enough to show up again. So, hi, there's LeAnn from. Now, where is it in Wisconsin again?
It is
near Eau Claire, right?
Near New Richmond is where I live, but I worked in Eau Claire.
Oh, how far was that?
About 70 miles.
Okay, she got up at midnight so she could make the morning weather.
Exactly.
How many years did you do that?
12.
She still looks youthful, folks.
Well, it's the whole reason I retired. I love the job, but, you know, it just got a little tough to do that daybreak show.
Couldn't you moved up to a different time?
I did. So for the last 2 years of my contract, I did a Sunday night and a Monday night show.
That's it?
That's it.
They were easing you out?
They told me, you know what, if you want to stay, you can pick whatever shift you want. And I'm like, okay, I'll do a Sunday night, which is only one show. It was only a 10 o'clock show. And then Monday night, I did a 5, 6, and 10 o'clock show.
But you had to drive 5,000 miles for only one show.
Well, two nights. I did Sunday night and Monday
But that's
night.
That's not a full schedule.
Nope. But it was, you know, I was basically thinking about retiring, and then they said, well, would you be interested in cutting your hours down and just working part-time? And I said, that would be great.
Then you finally quit.
I did, yeah.
I could have replaced you.
Who could have?
I could have.
Yeah. Come on over to chilly, blustery Wisconsin.
That's what I got my graduate degree in Wisconsin. That was enough.
Yes. That's right, UW-Madison, correct?
That's right. UW means University of Wisconsin, strangely enough.
Go Badgers.
I don't even pay attention to them anymore. They win too many games.
They have a lot of good teams. I mean, you know, almost every sport at Madison they've always done such a great job. So we've been lucky. Yeah?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's why. Don't put the money out, you don't get the players.
True.
All right, LeAnn, so how's the weather been? And first of all, Gino is not here today, as you can tell.
Yeah.
He's on assignment.
I'm missing him. Okay.
Yeah.
Covering some important stories, I'm sure.
Some important stories, yes. You want something? You have something to say? That the audience of one. Will you look interested a little bit, please? Okay. So, yeah. So I'm here all by myself.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not easy. So, LeAnn, how has the summer been?
The summer has been hot, so I'm actually welcoming this cooler weather. Today's a little bit
too cool?
Cooler than I would like, but, you know, we have a cold front that's coming through, so a few showers. But then it's going to warm up again to the low 70s.
Look, I've seen the extended month. If that comes through, you could hit the 80s again.
Yeah.
That tremendous. Yeah. We're talking shop, folks. That tremendous ridge in the upper atmosphere, that's disgusting this time of year.
Yeah, it looks like for us we're going to have a really nice weekend, so I'm okay with that.
Well, fall I predicted would arrive in November 1st here.
Okay.
There's no sign. I mean, we're going to get a fall like next week, second half, and then it's going to warm up.
You guys have been quite hot too, right?
Yeah, disgusting, and a lot of rain.
Yeah.
It's raining today off and on.
Yeah, same here.
It's great having August weather in late September.
Yeah. Yeah, you see my fall leaves back here?
Have they turned color?
Yeah.
A yellowish?
Yeah, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red.
We're basically green here yet.
Yeah.
All the rain.
I suppose.
So wake up, come on. Hey, my audience is drifting. That's you. Mary, wake up. Come on. You what? She's not asleep yet. All right. So Well, so it's been a hot summer. Did you get rain, or we had a lot of rain?
We were in a drought for quite some time, and it's funny because from my house to Eau Claire, they were about 11 inches over in the rainfall department, but we were about 4 inches under, so under average. So it was quite a difference, just, the 70 miles between our two places. So we've been abnormally dry.
Why do they say below average now instead of below normal? I don't get it. They're rewriting everything.
Because what is normal, right?
What is normal has been the 30-year running average. That's what normal is. So why change it? Well, I don't get it. And then they say, ramp up. Come on, it's increasing. All these stupid terms, and then heavy downpours. Downpour means heavy rain.
In the TV business, though, you're always trying to use different terms so people don't keep hearing the same thing over and over again.
Now, all of a sudden we have here over the 495 corridor. Thank you very much. What? It's the outer circle around Boston. It's a corridor. The 95 corridor comes up. Get out of here. And we have pockets of rain, not areas. And we have a pop-up shower, not a scattered shower. And the best thing is they don't know English. These are the news people, especially the ones, includes the ones from the network. They give the news. Data, they say the data shows. That's wrong. It's the data show. Data is the plural. Datum is the singular. These guys...
It's kind of like wind. Do you say the winds are blowing from the northeast? Isn't there only one wind?
Yeah, there's one wind. The wind is blowing. Oh, and then they say, they don't say northwest anymore, from the north and west. What what is all this?
They just got to mix it up a little bit. So
no, they don't. But they're ridiculous. Here's a big word for them, inane. No, but as a meteorologist who's used to the real stuff, cut it out. No. See, the problem is the people, they really just want to know what the forecast is.
Yeah, yes.
That's all they want.
Way.
What's that?
Like, when it came to my shows, I didn't like showing graphs and all that stuff. It's like that takes people forever to read, or it takes a meteorologist time to explain. I just wanted to get to the nitty-gritty. Here's the forecast, here's what you can expect. And the producers always loved that because I'd be flying through the show where everybody else would ask for extra time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, give me less time.
Then they have the 7-day forecast, which they change every day.
Yeah.
Then they have the 10-day forecast. If you can't get the 7 straight, how are you going to do it? And then they put in southwest wind, 8. What? In 10 days, 8 days? You don't know.
Yeah, well, as you and I know, the forecast is not reliable that far out.
I know. So why do it? That's why people say you're always changing. I try to tell them it's because the computer models change it every day.
Right.
Unless you're in a stalled weather pattern.
I remember having this conversation with news directors, and it really is about... people are going to be talking about what's the weather going to be like in 10 days. And so more eyes, I guess, if you have a 10-day forecast.
Yeah, but just tell them this is unreliable, folks. You asked for it, but it's unreliable.
Yeah.
Don't bet on it.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, maybe it'll...
Yeah, if you're in a stalled weather pattern. They don't remember it anyway. Okay.
I went up to Duluth this past week and spent some time up there a little bit. I thought that the leaves would be a little more colorful up there. We went on a historical train. We took a train ride, so that was interesting, and they have a train museum up there. And I'm not really into trains or anything, but they really had some neat stuff up there, and the tracks kind of go along Lake Superior. And so that was kind of a fun little trip that we did. But, the leaves.
So is this an interesting place to see in Wisconsin?
It really is.
And what is it called? Do you know? The Duluth Railroad trip?
It's called like the Duluth train. Sorry, I don't have it right now because they have two names that's kind of confusing. I don't recall which one it was, but like, you know, Duluth Railroad.
Oh,
and so
people can always look it up.
Yeah, and they've got a couple different trains. There's a dinner train, there's a pizza train, so you can choose, I think, between 3 or 4 different trains that you can actually take. But if anybody ever goes, the museum was much more interesting than what I thought it would be. Because, like I said, I'm not a big, train buff or train anything, but it was really interesting to see, and you got to go on some of the cars, and so that was really neat.
What was in the museum? The cars sitting there?
They had a lot of the cars, but they also had things like, remember in cartoons where you would get on each side?
Yeah, right, yeah, and move yourself down there,
yeah. So they had some of those, and they had other vehicles that could convert from like a car to a train. It was like a taxi cab.
How about that?
Yeah, so that was kind of interesting, and yeah, so just seeing some of that stuff was pretty neat.
Yeah. Do you think Madison's interesting? Lake Mendota, Lake Monona, is it?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Madison is great. I mean, the Capitol building is beautiful, especially at night.
It has a dome.
Yeah, yes, it's gorgeous. Anybody who's down there, if you can eat at, is it called the Capitol Restaurant that overlooks the Capitol?
I don't know. Probably wasn't there.
Yeah, it's beautiful, especially at night, I think. So, but Madison's kind of a college town, so there's
if the college left, it would dry up. There wouldn't be anything there.
No, probably not.
Did they still have the bus lane that goes the wrong way?
I am not sure.
They had a bus lane. The traffic's going this way, and the bus went phew,
really
on the side. Yeah. Got to get used to that.
Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, I don't recall seeing that at all. So.
Well, you had to go down, what is it, University Avenue is the big one?
I think so. There might be State Street. Right?
Oh, yeah, right.
State Street. And going to a Badger game is, certainly a fun experience, too, if you if you ever like college football games, because that college really gets into their games.
Yeah, when I was there, they were 0-19-1.
Wow.
Well, no. Yeah, 0-19-1. It was a tight game. Until the kickoff. They would kick the ball into the stands, and then they'd up the ball and throw it out over the top instead of turning it back in. And
one thing unique about UW-Madison is they have what they call the fifth quarter. And I don't know if they did that when you were there or not, but the band comes out and they put on a whole show, and they call it the fifth quarter.
After the game?
Yeah, after the game.
The people stay there for that?
They do.
How about that?
Yeah, the band is really a big draw.
They didn't do that when I was there, because I was in the dark ages. So.
That's all right.
So where'd you go? You didn't go to Madison, did you?
Nope, I started at UW-Eau Claire and for biology and physical education. And then I didn't get my degree there. Then I went on to Mississippi State University. And that's where I did my meteorology.
Yeah, but you didn't have to go there, right?
Not for the whole time, no. I did have to go. They had workshops down there that you had to attend. And, of course, when I was done with the program, then I went down there for a week, and we did some intensive meteorology courses while we were down there. And so, yeah. But most of the schooling I did was online through Mississippi State. So.
And what town is that? What town is that in?
Starkville.
Beautiful Starkville.
Yes. So, and we were able, Memphis is not far away, so we were able to run up to Memphis and check out Beale Street, which is very nice, very fun, and a lot of history in the city of Memphis.
Well, good. But so what else is exciting in Madison? Milwaukee, right?
Yes, Milwaukee. If you're into music, every year they have Summerfest, which is right on Lake Michigan, and it's just beautiful. They have several big name bands, some old timers too. so that's always fun. Really something for everyone. And the price you pay is cheap compared to what concerts are these days. So I definitely recommend, if you're in Milwaukee, try to time it around Summerfest, because it's very fun.
You know when that is? Roughly?
I believe it's in
August?
July or August, yeah. When my son was young, he was in a program, it's called Launchpad, where local bands play and they win a trip to Summerfest. So his band was able to play down there a couple of times, 2 years in a row they played at Summerfest. So we were able to see it from kind of the inside, you know. We were backstage for a lot of the shows, but you can get on it's like a gondola that goes over the entire Summerfest grounds.
Oh, really?
And listen to
Is that permanent? Is it there in the winter?
What?
Is it there all year round, the gondola?
The gondola? I don't think so. I've never been there any other time other than Summerfest. So it's almost like it's a state fairground. I don't know if they have other activities that go on there throughout the year, but Summerfest is certainly the big one.
Is there anything else that's exciting in Wisconsin? I should be on the board there, you know. Well, what else?
Yeah, you should. You should. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I grew up in a small town, Clear Lake, Wisconsin, and kind of our claims to fame are Gaylord Nelson, who, of course, started Earth Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he grew up in Clear Lake, and he's buried in Clear Lake. He was a U.S. Senator, and that's when he started Earth Day. So he was very passionate about, you know, Mother Earth and the, you know, climate change and environmental protections and things like that. So he was kind of, you know, one of the big names that grew up in my little town here. I mean, our population at that time, I think even right now, our population isn't even 1,000.
We got to include the rabbits.
Well, if we
things like
included
that.
the rabbits, it would probably be 2,000.
Oh.
But, and then if you're a baseball fan, Burley Grimes, he was a big star, probably, you know, back in the day. I can't even remember what years, maybe the 40s or so, but Burley Grimes also grew up in Clear Lake.
See that?
Burley Grimes.
Is there a dirty lake, by the way?
Probably a few dirty lakes. Yeah, and I wouldn't even say Clear Lake is the cleanest, clearest lake.
Yeah, but compared to a dirty lake, it's good. All right, so that's a travel kit. They ought to pay me for that.
Any way to make money.
Yeah, for me. You want to do any questions?
Sure.
I would have Gino do it, but he's not here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll just pick them at random or not. Ready?
Ready.
All right. As you know, it's no telling of what letter it is from the audience. Chicken chow mein is A, a Russian dish, B, a Hollywood starlet, C, an English muffin, D, Chinese food, E, Lithuanian food, F, a wimp. Chow mein, what is it now?
I'm going to go with D.
Very good. What a memory. She's right. Okay, good. It's an easy one for you. There are 5 Great Lakes. How many are there? All right.
5.
Oh, yes, you are correct.
And how do you remember them? Homes. Homes.
I never heard of that.
Lake Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior.
That's Holmes?
Holmes.
I never heard of it. I just knew them. That's all brilliant, you know. Is that what they use there? Is that what they use there?
That's what I use.
Okay, good.
Maybe I'm weird.
Oh, no, don't say that, no. Although we have some proof here. All right, a cloud is made of A, vodka, B, water, C, gin, D, sherry, or my favorite, an aperitif.
I didn't hear anything after vodka. Could you repeat?
Oh, she didn't, huh? Jeez, there she goes already. All right, you want vodka? I'll give it to you. Hey, vodka.
I'd say water.
Huh? Yeah, you would?
Water.
Okay, good. Do you drink vodka?
Rarely.
Oh,
I'm not a big drinker, but, you know, I'll have a glass of wine on occasion.
With a little vodka in it, yeah.
Sure.
Albert Einstein's hairdo was, we gonna do, you want to do hairdos? Oh, okay,
yeah.
very nice. Albert Einstein's hairdo was A, a wild mess, B, a crew cut, C, contained pigtails, D, what? Oh, it was mauve in color, yeah.
Mm.
It's a tough one. What?
A.
Oh, A, give her another ding. Beginning to annoy me here. All right. Oh, don't answer till you know this. The American flag has A, 42.75 stars, B, 49.93 stars. Here's a good one. C, has 20 raised to the 40th power. Put that on there. Or D, none of these.
None of these.
That is correct. The students might have picked 49.93, rounding it up.
Could be.
Could be. All right. Did you get a ding on that one? Oh, thank you. There it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drizzle rhymes with A, burger, B, hail, C, waddle, A, all of these, or E, none of these.
I didn't hear the first part. Could you please repeat the question?
No. Drizzle rhymes with A, burger, B, hail, C, waddle, D, all of these, or E, none of these.
E.
Correct. You got to think about that a little bit.
Well, did you say basil?
Are my teeth moving? No, I said burger. Put that
I
down.
didn't hear.
You didn't? What's wrong here? Your hair's in the way? What's going on?
Maybe that's it. Dumb hair.
Yeah, all right. What river is in England? Let me know if you don't hear me.
It's just a little echoey, kind of, so that's what makes it hard.
Why are you echoey? It's not our fault, right? He doesn't know. Good. All right, good. Well, I could do it this way. What river is in England? Ready?
Ready.
A, the Hudson. Got that? Little echo. Hudson. Mississippi. Colorado. River Avon or Joan Rivers.
What was the one you said before? Joan Rivers? That would be the one.
Colorado.
No.
What's the matter? You couldn't hear it?
No.
Okay, good. What river is in England? A, the Hudson. Got that?
Yeah, that's in New York.
Very good. B, but not the question asked. B, Mississippi. C, Colorado. D, River Avon. Or E, Joan Rivers.
Oh, I'm going to go with River Avon.
Good. I would have picked Joan Rivers. All right. The War of 1812 started in what year?
1812.
Give her a ding. Give her a ding. Hey, give her a ding. Thank you.
Just give me two, so then the next time they don't have to give me one. Thank you.
All right, the U.S. used to be part of, what was that for? I just felt like doing it. The big truck going by. The U.S. used to be part of A, Russia, B, Japan, C, England, D, the Philippines.
You said the USSR?
No, I said Russia. Russia, Japan, England, the Philippines.
Used to be part of what?
The U.S. used to be part of what country?
I can't understand what you're saying in that first part.
Am my teeth slipping here? Thank you. She didn't answer it right. Hold it. The U.S., that's us.
Oh, Okay,
Used to
the
be
US.
part, yeah, used to be part of A, Russia, B, Japan, C, England, and D, the Philippines.
England.
Very good. You know, I wonder what they would say in history class now, because I have no idea what they're teaching. They don't teach World War II, you know.
Yeah, and math is so different these days as well.
How about you? They don't write anymore? They don't do cursive? What's the matter with these people?
Yeah, it's a lot different than when we were growing up.
That's right. And I asked in class at a break, name an ally of ours in World War II, and the girl says Germany. Oh, yeah? Really? And Midway, what was that? It's a movie. God. All right. All right. The U.S. Navy is part of what military, okay?
Okay.
A, France. B, U.S. C, England. D, Israel. And E, my favorite, Taco Bell.
U.S.?
Very good. One more because they're playing music in there. Now we do that. I should do like they do at the end of the news. Well, they fake talking to each other. You know, I can't stand you. You know, oh, same here.
It's funny because most anchors do that at
Yeah.
the end of a show. Tap their papers.
And then they talk to each other like, I hate you. And the other one says, so I hate you too. And they go, they can't be that nice. All right, here's the final one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ice is A. You get that?
Yep.
A, kosher. B, Catholic. C, can be eaten. Or D, a diagnostic in nature. I don't know what that means.
Could you repeat C?
What'd you say?
Could you repeat C?
I don't think so. Can be eaten.
Sure.
Give her another one. Okay, LeAnn, you've been heard enough here. So, what would you like to say in the final?
Woo!
All right.
Yes, hands.
All right. Thank you. Where was it when I introduced her? All right. All right, Joyce, get out of there. Out. Oh, hi. Everybody's waving. Hi. What would you like in your parting statements? What would you like to say?
Parting statements. Be kind.
Be kind. Isn't that wonderful?
Simple as that. Be kind.
Be kind. Very good. Well, we'll cut that out later, but that's all right. Be kind. What's hubby up to today? Is he home?
Yeah, he's working.
Yeah,
so.
sure he is. He's down there drinking.
No, he's working hard.
Okay, or hardly working. It's one of the two.
It could be, yeah. Sometimes I hear a guitar. He works out in the garage. We have a loft out there, so that's where his office is. And once in a while, I'll go outside and I'll hear a guitar during work hours.
What he's thinking?
Maybe he's on a break.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that was work. All right. Thank you for thank you for being a guest once again. I believe it's the third time, right?
I think it's probably the fourth time.
Is it really? I can't remember. Thank you for refreshing my memory. All right, thank you for coming on. I'm sure we'll see you
Thanks,
again.
Guys.
Bye.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or two from Nicky, and Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.